Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am your spunky wifey of good life, the beautiful face behind the tutorials and lifestyle videos you've been seeing. And in today's video, I'll be showing us how I made this silky, mouth-watering, pocket-friendly ogbono soup that had my family wanting for more. This recipe is packed with flavor, rich in taste, and a yummy reminder of our roots and cultural heritage. I will also be sharing my pro tips that help my ogbono soup come out perfectly every single time without being too thick or too watery. So whether you are cooking ogbono soup for the first time or you are looking for new method to improve your own recipe, then this video is for you. Kindly like, share, and subscribe to this channel. And please grab your ingredients now. Let's make this delicious pot of ogbono soup goodness together. Okay, so here are the ingredients we'll be using: some blended crayfish, some blended peppers, some cow skin, some call it kanda or pomo. We also have some stockfish. Also, we have our red beef meat. We also have the bone mangala fish. Then we have the pumpkin ugu leaf for the soup. We have our deboned smoked fish, thoroughly washed. We also have our chopped onion. Then we have our original red oil. Then we have the main ingredients of the day, which is the blended ogbono. This is the main deal of the day. Then we have our seasoning cube. I use Knorr for this, and that is it. So let's get right into the cooking procedure. So in a pot, add your ogbono and then add your stockfish. After adding your stockfish, you will have to season accordingly. So I'm adding my all-time favorite seasoning cube, which is Knorr. As a matter of fact, this Knorr is 2 cubes in 1, so I am going to be using just this 2 cubes for the rest of the soup, the whole soup. You don't have to add too much. Then add your blended pepper, a little, not all. Add for more taste and flavor. Then you add your chopped onion. Some people might not like onion, so if you don't like onion, skip this part. And then add a little water to help your hard proteins steam properly without getting burnt. Then cover your pot and allow it to simmer. Then after some time, like 10 to 15 minutes, open up again and you realize that your stock has been pre-cooked. Then add your red meat or your beef. This is because if you had added it earlier with the stockfish and the kanda, you find out that your pomo and your stock meat will still be hard while your meat gets so soft. So do it this way for a better result. Then after it has simmered, add your salt to taste at this point, and then stir properly and also cover it and allow everything to cook and incorporate very well. Please let me apologize for the tiny voices on the background. It was actually my children. They were very active when I made this soup. Okay, once that is done, you open up again and add the amount of water or the quantity of water you'll be needing for this soup, and then cover again for it to cook. Then at this point, bring out a bowl and then add your blended ogbono into it, and then add your red oil and mix properly. Let me also give you a pro tip secret for every soup you will make. Before adding your red oil to your food, make sure you shake properly to mix the red oil first before you add, just like I am doing in this video. Now add your red oil into your blended ogbono in the bowl and then stir properly, like stir it properly to mix and incorporate the red oil with the ogbono. Everything should mix without being lumpy, as lump free as possible. This is the consistency you'll be getting. And then open your soup again and place the ogbono inside the boiling soup. Now cover it and allow everything to cook. Do not be afraid at this point. Cover and it will do the magic for you. That way you will have a lump-free ogbono soup. Now open it up again and bring it out. Look at what you should be getting. It will be runny and drawy at this particular point. Then you have to stir again for the second time. Stir properly. Be careful, this might burn you, so I will put it aside to allow it cool down a bit. At this point, I will also adjust my pepper because I love pepper. Then add my smoked fish, add my debone washed mangala fish, and then add my blended crayfish at this point I will not be adding all of it. I will remain a little for the later time of this soup preparation. So add and stir everything together and then cover it and allow it to cook. While it is cooking, it is time for you to stir again your ogbono mixture. This is the time you need to stir like a pro, like stir clockwise, anti-clockwise, however you want. Stir it properly to incorporate and to be lump free. You see how my own is turning out like a proper pap. That is the mixture and consistency you should be getting. Now open up your soup again and add or scoop in your ogbono mixture, and then you stir carefully to incorporate everything. Please and please do not cover your ogbono soup after this. Leave it open so that it can draw. This is the traditional method. Your mommies and your aunties knows this even in the village. So allow it to cook open, while open, and then it will completely draw and be lump free. Oh my goodness, look at that fine, intimidating bubbling. At this point, your kitchen should be filled with so much natural spices and aromatic flavors that will always have your neighbor knocking at your door. Do not forget to keep stirring and stirring before it gets burned. Ogbono soup has a way of burning without notice. So at this point, you have to add the remaining part of your crayfish and also add your pumpkin leaf. So because my pumpkin leaf seems to be very plenty, I added it little at a time so as not to fill my ogbono soup with so much vegetables, as you can see. So I stirred and stirred and then adjusted if there was need for that. Now look at how drawy, how slimy the ogbono soup is turning out. You like? I'm sure you do. If you have watched up to this point, kindly subscribe to this channel for more. Please share so that it can also get to others, and turn up your notification button for more videos like this. Our ogbono soup is delicious and 99% ready. At this point, I will turn off the gas and allow it to settle. It's time to scoop out and share. Which swallow do you think we'll be needing for this ogbono soup? Which swallow is actually your favorite? For me, I like using a bar to eat ogbono soup because it helps me with the drawy part of it. Most people like semo, most people like fufu. Which one is your favorite? Let me know on the comment section, and also let me know if you will be trying out this delicious, pocket friendly, sumptuous ogbono soup at the comfort of your kitchen. I would like to know. And if you're a student living on a budget, this soup is for you. Trust me, you don't have to do too much. All right, thank you for watching. I will see you on my next one. Bye.